Hello, thank you for joining us today,
Yep.
Mr. Ferrant.
John, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, life is good, man. Life is good.
That's good. You recently just played here in the alumni game. Who originally contacted you about the possibility of playing in the alumni game?
Actually, we how it happened was with Dean, Dean Smith.
Yeah.
I just talked to, kept telling me that we kept getting requests all the time from the public, to get in the game. And finally, after a while, after a lot of so many requests, and we said, well, why not? Because the people have given so much support throughout the years, and they want to see me, on the ice one more time with the old equipment and the jersey and the mask and the whole bit. I said, why not? Let's do it. That's how I made the decision. Yeah.
I know as a fan, I didn't get a chance to watch you playing up, and it was pretty neat to see you in the old gear and see you in the jersey playing again. How did it feel putting on that Flyers jersey and the gear again?
Oh,
Yeah, you still.
hello.
Yeah. I was saying as a fan, I didn't get a chance to watch you when I was growing up playing, and I thought it was pretty neat getting to see you in the old gear and the jersey playing again. How did it feel putting on the jersey and the gear again?
Well, it was awesome, and it's not almost, it was, you could feel the magic coming back, the good old days, John, that's something that never leaves you, and because it had been, pardon me, it had been 35 years, since I played, and once I put the equipment on, it was like, I had played, the day before, the magic came back, and what a wonderful feeling that was.
Yeah, how did it feel when you left the ice and just hearing the fans chanting "Bernie, Bernie" when you got off the ice?
That, my friend, I've been thinking about this the last few days, how I can express myself, and I still don't have the words to express how I felt, when I came off the ice. When you have, it's not like you have 50, 100 people, cheering and stuff like this. You're talking about 44,000 people. It's just after 35 years, it's mind-boggling, it's just to show you the type of fans we have in Philly. As far as I'm concerned, we have the greatest fans in the world. And just to show you this last organization we have with the Flyers, that, it starts with Ed Snyder. And because, remember, John, out of sight, out of mind, and the Flyers have done a tremendous job in keeping us, former Flyers like us, involved with the community, with the public, and just what a great reward that was to have innovation like this. It's just mind-boggling. I'm still trying to figure out my emotion at the time, and it just happened to reach that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good seeing a lot of you guys back playing from all the different eras.
Yeah.
You look pretty solid in net. You think maybe if there's a couple injuries, you could put on the pads and suit up for a couple games?
Yeah. What was nice, you just said it, we had, the Flyers did a good job. We had 3 different generations of players on the team. And, pardon me, I have a little bit of a cold, John. and we, of course, we had the former players of the Stanley Cup. Then you had the Lindros, Leclerc, and then you had Recchi, and you had Prop, and Ronick, and Picharden, and all those guys. It was just, and then there was, you sit in the dressing room among those great hockey players, and you say, wow. Because, I believe once you play for the Flyers, doesn't matter when,
right, I want to talk a little bit about your playing days. In between your two stints with Philadelphia, you played in Toronto and you played with your idol Jacques Plante.
Yeah.
What advice did he give you while you were there that helped you in your career?
Well, when I got traded to Toronto, it was a low point in my career because I had to move around a little bit. You know, I went from junior hockey from Niagara Falls to Boston. Then I went to the Flyers. Then I went to Toronto. So I was moving around quite a bit, and I wasn't playing that well. And when I went to Toronto and spent 2 years with Brown, that meant change my career. You know, and how he did it was I learned from him how to understand the game, and very quickly here, John, is for example, to have the left hand shot coming at you versus the right hand shot, how your defenseman will play different situation, and then once you understand that, then it helps you to participate better, and it puts you at the right place at the right time to make the save. So the understanding of the game from this guy, from that man, was just incredible. And don't forget, he was very, very creative person. He's the one who came out with the mask in the late 50s. And he's the first goalie who came out behind the net to stop the puck, you know, when you shoot the puck along the net. So very creative person, very a great goalie, and very a beautiful individual.
Do you have any funny stories or anything from the road you could share with us here?
Well, you know what? You know what? Oh, it's difficult to come up with, you know, we had so many, but then again, it gets players involved in this, and I would rather not share any of that stuff. We had a lot of fun, and unless I get permission of the players to share some of the stories, it's very difficult now. Okay?
No problem.
Sure.
Now, your website, BernieFerrant.net, it's real great with the blog. It keeps you up to date, and you have photos and videos on there. You can purchase your book, Journey Through Risk and Fear. And
right.
I love the top of the page how it has Only the Lord Saves More in reference to Only the Lord Saves More than Bernie Ferrant. What did you think about that saying?
Well, it's a good question. Actually, I've never been asked that before, but you look back at this and you say, well, you must be doing something right for somebody to write this, you know, and it's just you look back, John, at all those saying like this, and this one is especially this one here, and it just you just feel grateful for how my career turned out to be just incredible.
Well, I think you're probably the most beloved Flyer in team history, if not most. You're right up there.
Well, I appreciate your kindness here. You're very kind, and you know what? The beauty about this is I feel the same way about everybody in the Delaware Valley. So it's a mutual feeling. I feel good, man. Thank you.
You can also be booked for inspirational and motivational presentations. Without giving away, too much of what you do, what's the kind of message that you try to relay to people through your speaking?
Well, the message is, of course, it's about my journey through risk and fear, and you see, and this is for people who struggle in life, and as yourself, they really look at, why am I struggling, and most of the time it's because people feel safe in life, and what they have to do is, you look at successful people, they're all risk takers, and what's happening is when risk is involved, fear comes in, and most people back away, and that's when you miss out on great opportunities in life, the question is really briefly here is if you get the same results week after week, month after month, year after year, what has to change? It's whatever you're doing that is creating the same results. So, yeah, so you got to change, and when you change, you take risk, and when you take risk, you face fear, and that's when you have to turn your back on safety and security in life and move on forward, and that's when good things happen.
That's a really good message. Anybody out there would like to book Bernie Ferrant, you can contact him through his website, bernieferrant.net. I'd like to thank you for the time you've given me here to talk to you, and it's an honor getting to talk to a Philadelphia Flyers legend.
Well, thank you very much, and I consider you as a good friend. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.